hello, or what's up? Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different from my usual type of videos because I've got a special guest with me and I'd like to introduce you to him right now. This is my twin brother.
Yeah, whatever.
Can you try a little bit harder, our kid, you know?
Yeah, whatever.
Now, as much as I love him, we don't often see things eye to eye, and he usually sees things in a totally different way than I do. For example, we recently went to the Hilton Millennium by the Chao Phraya River, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. For example, when we went into the lobby, it was huge and kind of majestic looking and simple at the same time, and I was quite impressed with it. What did you think, our kid?
Yeah, it was alright. But I mean, no bar, so I had to sit on some fancy chair, staring at the ceiling over reception with some dirty old sheet hanging over it.
That's what they call minimalist art. I liked it. I thought it was really nice. What did you think about the chandelier on the ceiling?
It looked like some oversized Christmas tree decoration that somebody had forgotten to take down.
Okay, but you've got to admit the deli was really, really nice. It was spacious, yet cozy in some weird kind of way. And the food on display was absolutely beautiful. So difficult to make a choice.
Yeah, but where were the pies? A nice piece of meat pie or steak pie would have been good.
Did you know there was a menu you could have ordered from? You could have had fish and chips, you could have had burger and chips, chips and chips. You like chips? Anyway, we decided on this large muffin-shaped puff pastry filled with 3 kinds of melted cheese, including brie, all made in Thailand. And that was really delicious. I really enjoyed that. And for afters, we had this large chocolate biscuit, which was more like soft cake, but really, really nice. Washed down with the caramel coffee, which I enjoyed, and our kid had hot chocolate, but it wasn't quite the way he expected it to be.
I'd have preferred it to come normal, like, instead of a big hollow ball of chocolate that you had to put into a glass of scalding hot milk. It was just messy, and if I'd have spilt it on the floor, I could have melted my bloody foot.
It was delicious.
Oh, he made a pun. Nouveau cuisine. More like nouveau bollocks.
After sharing a small but calorie-loaded snack, we decided to go outside for a smoke. Not a cigarette, because cigarettes are bad for you, and not a vape, because they're illegal in Thailand. So we went out for some of the happy herb, because it's legal in Thailand now.
This is a nice smoking area. That tree reminds me of my great-grandma's neck. Hey, look at this. It's Jiminy Cricket. Go on, Jimmy. Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle. Whoa! Did you see that? No, definitely not. You know, the hotel from the outside looks like a giant concrete dildo, and the pond looks like it's got a huge chocolate biscuit floating on it. I think we better go back to our room. I like the bathroom. It's small, but kind of freaky. I thought the room was nice, but pretty standard for the usual upmarket hotels, but I didn't get why there were all these rose petals shaped like hearts on the bed.
When I booked the hotel, I told them we were long-time lovers, celebrating our first date together.
He'll do anything for an upgrade and a free cake. Of course, when they saw us, it would have been obvious that we were identical twins. Don't you think they'd have found that a bit hard to swallow?
As the actress said to the bishop.
Look at that view, isn't that amazing? It's like some small giant kids dropped a load of Lego bricks on the floor, it's so messed up. Brand new ultra-modern buildings scattered amongst slums and almost more wats than 7-Elevens. After the effects of our smoke break started to wear off, we decided to check out the hotel, starting with a nice cup of tea in the exec lounge. I only wish we'd have known the lounge came with our upgrade, then we could have skipped the deli, 'cause the appetizers looked, well, very appetizing. Still, I'm glad we went to the deli. So as we'd planned to take advantage of the free booze in the exec lounge from 5 till 7, we figured we might cancel our dinner in the hotel across the river and just eat in the lounge. But there was going to be a problem. I'll tell you about that later, so if you're thinking of going to stay at the Millennium Hilton, I suggest you keep watching this before you do. That's not much of a pool. That's the kids' paddling pool, our kid. I knew that. This is the adult pool. I like the loungers in the pool. You can have a pee without having to get up. Cool. Fancy a beer? There's a place called the Ale House at the side of the hotel that's supposed to have loads of different varieties of canned and bottled beers. And they've even got draft beer. I must say I wasn't impressed with the selection of draft beers though. They let me sample one that looked promising, which was okay, but in the end we chose Full Moon Andaman. The place is nice if you're into sport, but we're not, so we sat by the river instead. It's also ideal for shoppers because the most popular shopping complex in Bangkok is Icon Siam, and it's right next door. So the lads can watch their favourite sports while the missus goes on a shopping spree. Later that evening we went back to the exec lounge full of expectations, and we were quite surprised. There were loads of choices of spirits on offer, 4 to be exact: Beefeater Gin, JB Whiskey, Absolute Vodka, and the local whiskey Mekong, an inexpensive brand that tastes like, well, let's put it like this: it takes a real man to drink Mekong. It's not for the faint-hearted. And as for the wine, well, we all know Australian wine is the best, so why bother with the rest? One choice of Aussie red or white is all you could possibly need. And the food, well, ace is a prawn cracker with a prawn on it, fried lime leaves, and other fried mysterious selections to surprise your palate. And the presentation, well, vive la différence. So we just had a few drinks and decided, with a bit of difficulty, to stick to our original plan of having dinner across the river at the Sheraton Yacht Club, one of our favourite restaurants, and only a 5-minute 5-baht boat ride. We had oysters, ribeye steak, the best octopus leg I've ever tasted, and lobster. Plus, we even got an unexpected firework display. On the way back, the boat landed at Icon Siam, which at first seemed very convenient, being literally next door. And even though we enjoyed the festivities there, the only way to get back to the hotel was a 10-minute walk, or 15 minutes if you'd had as much as we drank.
Once we arrived back at the hotel, we decided to take a look at the Sky Lounge, and seeing as we were going to be there, we thought we might as well have another drink. The view of the city all lit up was beautiful, but the Sky Lounge itself was practically in darkness, except for dimly lit lights on the tables. And because of the amount we'd already had to drink, we weren't exactly in control of our feet, so we decided it was probably better to call it a night. We'd been told to get to breakfast early to avoid the crowds. There were lots of choices of food and drinks: Thai, Japanese, Western, health drinks, smoothies, fresh fruit juices, fruit cheeses, salads, cold cuts, cornflakes, mueslis, empty glasses, and weird stuff, and all very tempting, but being your average Northern Englishman, we stuck to our usual. Bacon, eggs, sausage, mushrooms, tomatoes, baked beans, tea, bread and butter.
But no black pudding or fried bread.
When it was time for us to leave, we both agreed that it was a fun and interesting experience. But would you go back there again? Tell us in the comments below. And if you thought this video was a fun and interesting experience, maybe you could give us a like or even subscribe. And if you do, you'd make us very, very happy. After all, it's always nice when somebody shows they care. And on that note, take care of yourselves and those you love. So, kid, do you want to say anything before we go? No. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why are you upside down?
I'm not upside down. You are.
Caught you with your pants down. And don't forget to watch more of our videos on living the Thai life. Thank you and bye for now.